Anyway, so this is the first video in many videos, and appreciate you all joining me. I am on my break, so that's why I'm wearing this safety vest, and I'm going to hopefully talk for only 10 minutes for this first video. Appreciate you joining me. This is a demonstration, and I'm gonna probably do at least 10 parts to this video of the setting it up. So there is a setting up of the demonstration of metaphysical healing. So metaphysical healing, that is healing of, we think a certain way and then we are a certain way, okay? So I can break this down on many different levels for many different people from many different backgrounds, and I'm hoping that you will benefit from this, and this will help you get into a mindset to where you will receive and be that which you desire to be, okay? So I'm gonna break it down in many different ways. I wanna start off with a quote. And unfortunately, I don't know who said this, but it's just a common person, just like me. Somebody wrote this article, and unfortunately, I don't have who wrote the article. But this is the basis of all the videos that I'm doing. It comes out of Genesis 1:27. And I'll read that real fast. I just dropped my pencil. Hopefully the animals don't run off with it. But Genesis 1:27, it says, we read this in the last video too. Yeah, they're running off with my pencil. It's actually my wife's pencil. Hey, give me that pencil back. They're gonna run off with it, and then I won't see it back, and then I'll... Anyway, Genesis 1:27. So God created man in his image. In the image of God created he him, male and female he created he them, okay? So God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him, male and female he created he them. So we know that we are made in the image of God. What does that mean? That means that if God does not have a certain characteristic or a certain experience, then we shouldn't have a certain experience, okay? So some of us are experiencing things such as sickness, disease, infirmity, whatever it might be, sitting in a wheelchair, immobility, and whatever the negative experience, whether it's depression, whatever it is, shouldn't be our experience, because it's not God's experience, okay? And so that's what we're gonna kind of base everything off of going forward. And I'm actually gonna demonstrate metaphysical healing in the sense of my left eye. So this eye right here has been diagnosed as being almost to the point of being blind. However, in 2015, I threw away my glasses, and it's improved quite a bit. Both my eyes improved quite a bit, but they're not perfect in the sense of 20/20. So in these videos, I'm going to show you through renewing of the mind, through different exercises that I'm going to actually do together with you on these videos, and you can join me for whatever ailment or experience that you have that is not perfect. And so it can be a thought process such as depression, it can be an addiction, whatever it is, and we're going to go through it together so that as you go through these videos, hopefully the end result is that you will have the experience, which is what we would call either normal or perfect. And that's basically why I'm doing this as a demonstration. This is called a demonstration of metaphysical healing. Okay, so you can do this no matter what your background is, whether it's Christian or whether it's another religion or whether it's atheist, whatever it is, you can do this because this is God's original intent for mankind. So when you think about it, this is the intent that for the original intent, it happened before anything else. So we can go into why you can do this, and I will go into it. Unfortunately, I'm on my break, so I don't have much time to do this because I still have to drive back to work and everything. But I want to read this quote, and unfortunately, I have my badge caught up in the book. So anyway, here's the deal. This is a quote from somebody that I have no idea who they are, and but it's a really good quote, and it corresponds with what we just read in the Bible. So we can see and accept not what error says. Error is anything that's not the experience that God has for us. So we can see and accept not what error says cannot be done. Okay? Whether you're in a wheelchair, the error would be your legs cannot move, right? That would be the error, because anything that is not what God experiences is the error, okay? So we can see and accept not what error says cannot be done, but what God says he has already done, and what man as his reflection is expressing now, okay? That's where we're going to go. Okay, that's the direction we're moving in. That's where we're going. Okay, this is a journey that we're going together. And me with this eye, and actually both eyes, I've worn glasses from 7 years old onward. And then in 2015, I read in the Bible that by his stripes I was healed. The past tense of God's word. So it happened before I was even born. So I threw away my glasses, right? And I used to have to find my glasses just to find my keys because I couldn't find them in the morning. So my eyes have improved to a certain extent, but because of apathy and this not being a pressing issue, me not working this out. Paul talks about working out your own salvation. Well, salvation means a lot of things. It doesn't just mean going to heaven when you die. Salvation means healing. Salvation means prosperity, and we're meant to work this out. So metaphysical healing is a work, okay? It's a work of mental prayer. And so we're going to work this out. I'm going to give you some exercises to do so that you can renew your mind and that you can receive your own healing, no matter what it is, because this is God's intent for all of mankind. And it said male and female, he created he them. So it's male and female. And most of my videos are for men only. But if you come across this video, please watch it. And comment, subscribe, send me whatever, because, we're in this together, and we're going to see things take place. I want to real quick go into a question, and I'm going to try to break this down as quick as I can, and then I'm going to probably recap it in the next video. But what is reality? What is reality? Well, based on Genesis 1:27, the reality of mankind is to reflect God's image and likeness. So the only thing that truly is real is the image and likeness of God. Okay? So God is love. God is abundance. God is generous. God is health. Those are the things that are real. This sickness, disease, death, it must be not real, because it can't be real if God is, if that's the only thing that what is real, right? And I'm going to read this other quote that came from this article, and maybe I'll try to look up who actually wrote it, but I don't know who did it. So it seems real only because we give reality to the unreal. All right. And I could go into this more deeply, and I will go into this more deeply, but in Revelation, it calls the enemy, which I don't like to even say his name because he's non-existent. He says that which was not and is not and was not, right? Why is that? Because he's the unreal. And why is the unreal seem real? Why does sickness and disease, why does bad vision, why does cancer, whatever it is, why does it seem real? It's because our minds give place to it through fear. Our minds give place to it through deception and the illusion. You know, even if you want to think about the Matrix movies, the illusion becomes more real than the reality. But the reality is what's behind the world. It's almost like when Jesus said the kingdom of heaven is at hand, he was saying the kingdom of heaven is right here, it's right now. And it's not like it's a different place. It's like it's like if you think about like a transparency, right? Like I used to be a teacher, and so we would teach off of these transparencies, and you would write on this clear sheet of paper, and it would project up on the board. Well, if you think about the different realms, the different worlds, they're just like clear sheets of paper that are overlaying, you know. But the thing is, the spirit realm is the real realm, and then this physical realm is like the clear sheet of paper that is put over the real realm, and we only see this physical realm. But God is a spirit, and we are made in his likeness and image. So we are made in the likeness and image of a spirit. So we are spiritual. So when you realize that you are spiritual, and everything that Jesus had and everything that God has, you also have, because you're his image and likeness. So you are, if God is looking into a mirror, the image that is being projected back is you, right? Well, that's not you in your physical body, that's you in your spiritual body. But as you realize that you are spiritual and predominantly spiritual, then your physical body will change. And I've seen many healings, and I'll share all those, but this is actually going to be a demonstration, that a journey that we're going on together, that you will go on with me through these videos, and the videos will continue until the manifestation or this physical projection ends up changing into the spiritual reality that already is. Okay, so not to get too deep, but that's probably where I'm going to end this video, and I'm going to go back to work and lift some boxes and do whatever, and you can comment, send it, me a message, and then we're gonna go on a journey again, probably later today, and then into tomorrow and the next day. So this is going to be a series. We're going to really dissect this. I have many different points on this, many different scriptures on this, many different ideas on this, and we're gonna move in the direction together of healing. And if you need healing for anything, you can send me a message, and I'll pray for you, and you'll see that. If you want to go on this journey and get it for yourself, I encourage you to do that as well. All right, thank you.